may not know, the cricket field in Van Nuys / Lake Balboa is the largest one in all of America, and part
Sticky
of us
wicket.
helping her, it's a bit of a sticky wicket, yes, I was gonna, you're stealing my job.
I'm sorry.
It comes from India.
It does, because I think it might be British.
Yeah, it is.
But if you remember, this council went on record a few months ago to try to bring cricket back to the Olympics, and if we could pull that off by 2024, that would be fabulous. It is the second most played sport in the world, behind darts.
Not soccer?
Or soccer, it was soccer, it's soccer, yeah, it's soccer, cricket, darts.
Yeah, I like football.
But, all right, I sent the language around to everyone,
Yeah.
letter of support for the cricket field expansion in Lake Balboa.
Second.
There we go. I vote yes.
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 All right, that's on the agenda.
Right.
Next up, we have Los Angeles County Vector Control wants to give a short informative presentation about the
That's
mosquito-borne activity.
All right,
Helen
Zika.
Kwan, of the Greater LA County Vector Control District wants to discuss the dangerousness of mosquitoes.
So when they wanna come, next meeting?
Yes.
Okay.
So what, we'll give them like an hour and a half or what?
Yeah, give them 15 minutes.
15 minutes, okay.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
1 o'clock in the morning.
What is it?
We'll get out at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Well,
Well,
we
then
can
don't
hold the
come.
record in LA.
Those
for the longest
mosquitoes, they fly
council
very
meeting.
fast, they're not slow mosquitoes, they're fast mosquitoes.
I think we should get,
A long one.
we should get that Cuban place down the street.
Well, they have cruise night the same night as our meeting, so if we can go late, we can go see the cruise.
What Cuban place?
The one we went with,
I
Richard
already
to.
already said that's gonna be a part of Taste of Van Nuys.
I know, but for next week's meeting,
Oh,
we should.
You're gonna have the
I mean,
candidates and then you're
we
gonna
should-
have
anything for-
all right.
should have a
I'll
thing
talk.
where
I'll call them tomorrow.
We, is it patronize? It's not.
Yeah, I'll-
Patronize each restaurant.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes. I'll call them tomorrow.
Okay, good. Let's do that.
Why don't you
And do like
patronize
$100
root quiz
worth.
or something, you know?
All right, so vector control is on the agenda.
Nice
Did I have a
fillet.
second on that?
Yeah.
15 minutes. I vote yes.
Yes.
Everybody votes
Yes.
yes. Very good. Next up, Dean Cain or Bill Cain or the guy that played Superman. Some
Dean
similar
Cain.
name like
Dean.
that.
What about
Dean
it?
Cain.
No, it's not Dean Cain. It's somebody else with the last name of Cain.
Oh.
Wants to come and speak on America's Healthy Kids and community events. They go around the valley and discuss the 4 food groups and put up bouncy houses.
You know,
Looks
maybe we should
like. Bump that.
bump that until the following
Yeah, we
month.
got too many in one.
We got a lot of
Maybe we
stuff
could
right
just,
now.
that could be part of the passing of the baton.
Yes.
No, I'm
to
not
a
gonna
new
be there. You can put it
generation.
on the agenda, I'm not gonna be there.
Call it the passing of the stone.
The pass.
That's not funny to my husband.
All right, we can table that, that's
Yeah, table
fine.
it
Yeah.
Next year.
With that,
I have.
I have nothing else besides those 75 things I just mentioned.
Oh.
Okay. I have.
Carino De La Cuesta's got his hand up.
Oh.
Should we recognize him?
Yes.
Let me bring this up because I've got to have an answer by
Carino, real
tomorrow
quick.
morning.
The
Yes.
answer is no.
All right, when we did connect the dots, the banner broke. All right? The banner died. I tried to repair it, it is beyond my comprehension, all right? Yeah, our banner is dead.
Oh my
Let's
God.
buy
So-
2 more.
All right, I want to buy one more and have it fixed. They say that it'll cost $25 to reinsert the supplied graphic into the existing assembly, plus shipping to and from. I'm guessing that shipping won't exceed $25 in each direction.
And how much is a normal new one?
A new one will cost us $301.05 plus shipping. So basically what we're asking for is not to exceed $450 for one banner and to repair the existing banner.
I'm happy with it.
So that's my proposal, not to exceed $450, which includes shipping in both directions for the repaired banner and shipping for the new banner, which will cost $301.05.
I second the motion. I vote yes.
I vote yes.
Okay, me, yes.
I think,
3 out of 5 is passed.
Yes, it too.
wait a minute. Do you vote yes on the new banner?
Yes.
Yes.
yes, but I.
Okay.
We're all due today.
What else you got, Howard?
That's all I got. Oh, I paid in advance, just so that the council knows, I paid, for rent on the storage facility from, till April the 10th, and then I paid, and what was the other one I paid? February the 10th. No, I paid another one. I paid an additional $450 to take us into April to May, May to June, June to July. To July 1st, July 10th, we're paid up now as well. I'll
is
have to
good.
generate
How much is the
that.
I
storage?
would have done one more month only because
200?
we lose
I
our money
can't,
at the
it'll
end.
exceed $500.
Crap.
How much
Okay.
is it, $200?
It's $450, it's
A month?
$150 per month.
It's
How much?
150 a month.
150?
150.
Yeah,
That-
which is, I'm telling you,
I know.
Cheap.
it's
cheap.
not cheap. It is
It's
absolutely
inexpensive.
outrageously expensive.
Expensive or inexpensive?
No, I think it's
Expensive.
too.
Really?
It should be cheaper.
I'm paying $80 a month for a unit that's twice the size of that is humidity and air condition controlled at KISS.
So why are we staying there? Because
Because
nice?
it's the only one that's in
Okay.
our area.
So you're in Toluca Lake?
Hmm?
The storage unit's in Toluca Lake, right?
No.
Our
Van Nuys.
storage unit's in Van Nuys.
No.
Mine is in Lake Balboa. Or actually, it's in Reseda. It's
Oh,
on,
it's not when it's time and when it's not the other one.
no, it's KISS on Woodley and Sherman
Yeah, the
Way.
second one in Toluca Lake.
So why don't we make a
they do.
recommendation for the next administration to address that issue,
Absolutely.
you
They
know?
keep saying they were gonna give us an office and they'd do it for free and we're still waiting, but it's,
We had an office in City Hall,
I know.
and then we didn't,
Yeah, and we won't again.
Well, his
but we
family.
did
Yeah,
at one point.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just,
Maybe we can
That would've
try
been
again.
nice.
Maybe we
Yeah,
can
You
but-
try
know, meet
again.
me at City Hall, we can have a
Maybe we can
meeting.
try again.
But our
Yes.
former board members were upset because Tony Cardenas never came to our meeting. I
Who
wasn't
cares?
upset. I wasn't upset.
I don't care. I
Well,
mean,
with
I
that,
don't have an
Karina, what did you wanna put on the agenda? Your
much paid
planning
for
and
that
land use
storage.
thing?
Yeah,
What?
Alright, so, let's see.
Where is it?
That was,
There he is.
Very nice.
Oops.
after,
Without objection, I make a motion that we adopt this exact language, 14859 Bessemer Street. Conditional use for the kennel facility, a CUP to allow the establishment, use, and maintenance of a proposed small animal breeding and board kennel facility with veterinary clinic rooms with hours of operation on a 24-hour basis. Do you have any
Second.
objection? No, all right. The second came from the vice president. I vote yes.
I didn't even hear what it was for, I'm sorry.
The 24-hour kennel on Bessemer Street.
Yes, I didn't hear right now.
Candle?
Kennel.
Oh, kennel.
Letter of support?
Yeah, to support, yeah, the
It's
conditional
a
use permit.
conditional use permit.
Oh, okay.
Why? For breeding dogs?
No, it's just a kennel. It's a kennel for boarding dogs and cats.
Okay.
They specialize in euthanasia.
No, they don't.
It's
I hope
terrible.
they specialize in spaying and neutering, but okay. Howard, did you say yes?
Yes.
Okay, I'm saying yes, Stacy.
Yes.
And Mr.?
Yes.
Thank you.
Nice,
Anything else?
nice Persian Jew.
Are they breeding
All right,
horses too?
the last thing I have
Yes,
is,
Mr. Henry has some.
what do we got? What do we got? Yes, Mr. Henry.
You remember the one, even you brought up, the one about discussion of a charter issue with the definition of homeowners being turned simply into residents.
Okay.
Did you have Mr. Anand report on that? We did want residents in a general sense, but you have a situation where you change the rules. Now you could have 4 homeless people replace the 4 homeowner people.
That's not a good thing.
That would not necessarily be a good thing.
They would have to
More
have a
daddies?
physical address in order to be a board member.
Well, we used to have the definition of homeowner though and show property tax, which was an attempt.
It comes
in a
up
very
as
small sense,
resident.
To balance renters, homeowners.
You'd have, in order to be a resident, you have to have a physical street address.
Address.
You can't have a box address,
Right.
you have to have a physical street
Right, you have to
address.
show a
And
driver's
utility
license.
bill.
And there are
Phone
two
bill or
designations.
power
There,
bill
there
with
is
address.
property owners and there are renters.
Right.
Both of which have to in order to run for the board, you have to provide a utility bill,
Yeah.
or you have to provide homeowner's tax, a property tax. One of the two are
Yeah.
required to run for the board at this point in time.
As I understood it, when I qualified though, you didn't have to pay the property tax anymore because
They
it was
do,
residence.
they do.
Simply was a definition of resident, which was closer to the sense of being an apartment
No.
owner than a homeowner.
If, when you were required to, you're on the ballot this time, right?
Yes.
You had to provide them with a driver's license.
And a piece of mail, not necessarily a piece of property tax.
Well, that was one of the options, was a property tax.
Yeah,
What do you mean,
it
piece
was
of
an
mail,
option,
like
but
a
you
junk
didn't
mail?
have to.
No, it had to be either a utility bill or.
Yeah, it was a
or-
utility bill or a property tax.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, you had
Yeah,
a
phone bill,
plethora of other
water,
things that you could
power,
provide them,
you know, you
but those were one of the things you had to. It has to be a California ID or driver's license.
could- yeah,
That is
yeah.
absolutely required.
Yes,
Jeanette,
I had to do that.
your seat is very popular. You got
Yes,
all
I've got a
confidence.
whole bunch running against me.
Do we wanna
Is
put
that
something on the
amazing?
agenda?
20
Are we
up.
just discussing
Are
this?
We'll put it on for advice.
Huh?
Can you run again?
I said, Mr. Renan, clarify.
Okay,
Are you gonna?
All right, discussion of
Stacy has
charter
something.
issue residents versus renters,
Oh, there's a lot of
and a
people, yeah.
clarification.
I want to put it on the agenda so we don't have to deal with
I'll support you.
reimbursements. That's all.
Clarification
Yeah, well, I'm thinking there's gonna be a bunch of people
from
busted.
I just want to put like not to exceed like 30 bucks.
do I have a motion? Do I have a second on the motion?
Committee meeting?
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, for coffee?
Second on the motion.
You can't. You can't provide refreshments for committee meetings.
Or they're gonna be
Really?
Yeah, cannot.
You know
Do I have a second on the motion that was brought up by
Second.
Mr. Hendry?
I'll tell you
vote yes.
why.
Well, maybe I'll just spend
Yes.
our own
Jeanette.
money then.
yes,
Just because a
Lazarovitz
box
votes
of
yes.
coffee is like
yes.
13 bucks.
Second,
Stacy
yes,
Raines.
Yes.
yes.
Howard.
Yes.
And I was
All right.
asked something else.
I'll tell you
This is
why.
the clarification on renter versus resident versus homeless person and who can
Okay.
qualify for the council.
All right,
We'll let
Um,
Paul and On know that, we're giving him something to do.
all right.
I had another one.
There were a number of committee meetings that provided food at restaurants,
Oh,
and all of that was disallowed by Dunn.
but that's if you're doing it at a restaurant, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's across the board that you cannot provide, you could provide food at general meetings, but not for committee meetings.
Right, not for committee.
You
Mr.
sure?
Hendry,
Yes,
Positive.
because I had to pay them
Coffee.
back for the ones that I did.
Absolutely.
Mr. Hendry,
I know.
A
Okay.
second
was
one, would
pissed.
the board
Okay.
support a payment of, let's say, $100 to provide, to access digital photographs of the original Van Nuys savings where La Tapatulcheca is, for the purpose of providing a historical record for the town and perhaps to provide discussion. Mr. Hurwitz of here in Van Nuys had made an interest in putting it in his blog, but he was not gonna put up the $80. The Van Nuys Neighborhood Council may have a newsletter, for which I've already written 2 or 3 articles. We would put it there.
I'm happy with it. $100 for digital photos and historical records.
Who are we paying?
The Huntington Library, if you can think of a
Not
different way to
profit.
pay them, that's what I've been told.
I love the Huntington Library. I have no problem with this. If we have a second on it, we can vote on it.
Second,
I vote yes. It's gonna be not to exceed 100, not 80, John.
Okay.
Hey, George?
Howard?
I'm gonna
Can
abstain.
you,
I'm yes,
can you add
Stacy?
something not only
Abstain.
digital, but also of
Did you
record?
abstain,
Hard
Howard?
copy?
I abstained.
Digital and hard copy photos?
Well, not digital, but also like something from the building department, like if they have any drawings or anything.
Cool,
They can make copies of it
yes,
and digitize them.
cool. I vote yes.
yes,
You voted yes.
yes.
Okay, hold on a minute. And there were 3 abstentions, it didn't pass.
What are you talking
Who
about?
abstained?
I abstain.
Howard and Stacy and I,
There you go. It doesn't pass.
Sully.
All right, anything else?
Yes, I would add another one. So we, not necessarily buying these pictures, but Van Nuys Neighborhood Council could support a small side program with this library to collect various items of Van Nuys past. This could include perhaps purchasing books or collecting anything that anyone would contribute. The comment is, it's not necessarily to have a high dollar value, it's to simply to get the publicity started. And if somebody in the library would suggest 2 or 3 books we should buy every year or something, we would do it.
Paulo Coelho. Sorry, my favorite author.
That's the motion on the floor. Do we have a second?
Who's your favorite?
What
I'll
would
second
we
it.
be doing with these?
Hmm?
What would we be doing with these?
We would be using the newsletter and other sources to publicize the idea of creating more of a Van Nuys collection for the library of items. If books come out,
This library?
buy the books perhaps for them. If other people want to contribute things, trying to get the idea of starting a collection.
For this library.
This library, yes.
Okay, I'll second it.
How about yes? What's our number on this?
Oh my God. I
Not
There's
to
no
exceed
number.
I
what?
don't know where we would
Oh.
store it. I don't know.
Well, we'll go
Yeah.
talk to the library about it. But
How about yes?
Like a case?
Yeah.
Do they have a
We
curator?
got 2 yeses.
Stacy,
Yeah.
How about the Getty?
I got a yes.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Joseph,
You got
I'm
3
assuming
yeses.
it's yes.
All right, looks like it's going through.
Yes.
Unanimous.
All right.
one
Anything
last-
else?
One more.
last. Could we do a CIS to discuss the possibility of using the post office for civic purposes, unless there's a combination library museum?
Can't be used. Belongs to the state of California.
The postal, no, the
Ooh.
post office is owned by
Actually,
the federal
I don't know
government.
if this needs to be made
No.
a motion.
This post office is owned by the federal
Here.
government.
Get your directions.
Huh?
The one on Van Nuys Boulevard.
The-
Van Nuys Boulevard.
Which one? The new post office or the old post office?
The old one.
The old one.
The 1970s-ish post office.
All right, the one right over there.
There,
Right over there.
Well, it's not there.
it's there.
All right,
There.
we don't have access to it.
Simply ask though.
We can't.
You know what? It's so funny that you guys brought this up, because I just got an email from Jacqueline from Tony Cardenas's office about that post office.
And what's it say?
It says the Postal Service operates as a unique federal agency which does not receive tax dollars for any operations. As such, any facility that the USPS owns or leases is considered a federal building while the Postal Service occupies that property. After we vacate a facility we own, it goes to the market for sale. After we vacate a facility that we have leased, the responsibility for that facility returns to the lessor. We currently have no information in our owned or leased facility reports with regards to the facility at 6200 Van Nuys Boulevard. This indicates that the facility has either been sold or has become the responsibility of the lessor. In any case, I will reach out to the retail asset group and help determine the status of the facility in question and follow up with you. Could somebody please tell me what the hell that means?
I know
Sure.
exactly what it means, and once you find out, can you tell me?
Sure.
You're gonna tell me and then you want me to find out and tell you?
No, it's very simple. It's very
exactly
simple.
what it means.
That property is on state and federal
Federal,
land.
exactly.
All right?
Simultaneously.
Yes.
All right, because of the location,
Right.
it's divvied up between federal and state land. All right,
Excuse me.
when the post office gives up a building, that building in question is open for whoever the leasor was. If the
Right.
leasor is the state of California, then it
was
belongs.
USPS.
No, if the
Okay.
leasor is the state of California,
Which it was.
It's
the
a federal
leasee,
facility.
No.
the leasee was the post office.
Right.
Yes.
The
The Congressman's
leasor,
office says they have no information on who owned it before.
correct.
Okay, so
But
All
they're
right.
also saying
But he's
they
trying to
don't
tell you, they
own it.
leased it from somebody else. Post
I see
office
that.
leased it from someone else,
Thank you.
so,
Mr.
So
Hoff.
they have to determine who owns that property.
right.
Very
Who,
good.
who erected the building.
We've only been
Who-
asking for years.
Yeah, nobody knows.
On
nobody wants to
Labor Day of this year,
All right, we
it
gotta
will
wrap
be
this up.
3 years that it'll be vacant.
Mr. Hoff.
I want to do public comment before I leave because I
Well,
couldn't
we
get
wouldn't,
in.
we wouldn't think
Yeah, it
of
wouldn't
letting
be
you
this,
speak.
this time, will be next time.
Richard Hoff.
According to the deed, it's federal government, and the institution that runs that is called General Services.
Yep,
Yes.
it's GSA.
GSA, I like using
Yeah.
acronyms too, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right, with that, there's nothing else to put on the agenda.
Hit it, hit it, hit
Public
it.
comment from Donna, and then we're out of here. And no arguing with library staff, please, everyone be
Okay,
nice.
I'm gonna do public comment though, because I couldn't get in,
Couldn't get into what?
into this thing.
Well, how are you
I
here right
let
now
me in.
then?
She let me in.
You're not supposed
You're
to
not
let
supposed to
Donna
let in.
What are you doing?
You're not supposed to, you're not getting your money, forget it. Forget it.
All right, what's the public comment? Let's go, we gotta get out of
All
here.
right, so anyway,
The video
I'm very happy.
Stand
about-
still.
Okay.
The video conference.
I'm very happy about video conferencing,
See?
though you still have to go by the city council to make sure that Herb Weston will let you do this, because he seems to have a thing against Van Nuys, and it doesn't seem to be about money. So hopefully that you have to make sure that if we give all this money, that the city council will go by it. And I want to say about these things with painting boxes and doing these things, I'm hoping that they're pleasing to the eye, and not some odd abstract thing that only people in their 20s could care about, some really ugly looking thing.
That's ageism, Donna.
So, we want something that's pleasing to everybody and not just the 20-year-olds and teenagers.
Okay,
So if I'm gonna give money over to them, to our neighborhood council, then I think it should be pleasing for the most people who like to have nice scenery pictures.
yes, but art is subjective. What's pleasing
art
to
is
you is not
subjective.
pleasing to me.
Hopefully, there's at least a couple of them that's not ugly. So, if I'm gonna see money going over there, hopefully they'll pick out some artist that has,
Get the money.
anyway, we still need to clean the streets.
Quiet down, we're in public comment.
We still need to clean the streets and make sure the trash is picked up. We can put all these pleasing, pretty